Hi chums, Happy New Year to you all. I hope that 2015 is kind to you and brings you health and happiness. Okay, this is a bit of a, in this word, inquisitiveness and anything. Number 44, Cara, 3 small. And if you note here, on this one here, number 44, Cara, 3 small, mine. Do you remember the last one of mine was a very poor result, only 0.8 of a kilo? I think it was, no, 0.8 of a pound. So these are the same potatoes planted at the same time, so to give us some indication of whether or not it was my potatoes, my methods, or what could have been. Now I know that that particular bag didn't do very well. And I also was thinking about it, and I had them in a spot in the garden where they didn't get as much sunshine as they might have, but not so little as to be that detrimental to their growth that they end up with less than a pound of potatoes. So we'll have a go at this and see how we get on. These bags are very good. I like these bags, but they're just a bit heavy, you know. But they are very good for growing spuds in, and they're what I used for a long time before I started using the pots. Well, for a few years, you know. Right, so, picking. So what has been happening? Well, our children were home for Christmas, which was great, because they're both working over in England, and that was super to get them both home for Christmas. So we really enjoyed that. My daughter's still here. I took my son to the airport at 5:15 this morning in pretty severe fog. You know, it wasn't that bad, but it was enough to keep you below 50 miles an hour on the motorway, put it that way. But you see another side of life you never see when you're up and about that time in the morning. There's a big market here, an outdoor market called Nuts Corner. Nuts Corner was an airfield during the Second World War, and a lot of the army, American army, were garrisoned in that area. And it's a very flat area right in the middle of Northern Ireland, beside Lough Neagh. So where I live too, is on the shore of Lough Neagh, and it's very flat. So it was a perfect place for bringing aeroplanes in and out. And the international airport is in the same place, just a couple of miles up the road. The international airport, Belfast International Airport, is just a couple of miles from where the army were based during the war. And once again, location, a good place to bring in planes. So we noticed a lot of vans with trailers, and then we noticed that on the writing on the trailer was Desi's Burger Bistro and Katrina's Katrina's Cantina. Isn't that awful? Katrina's Cantina. I'm sure her stuff is wonderful, but she needs to do a bit better naming her little wagon. But these guys were all heading off there at like 5:30, 5:15, 5:30 in the morning to get their stalls set up, because I suppose they had to get the fat all warmed up for making chips and burgers and, well, that's those hot plates really, but for any deep frying stuff they have to get the fat ready for about 9 o'clock or whatever it is when the people start appearing in. So when we got up to Nuts Corner, we looked in and there's huge big floodlights. Imagine an airfield opened up for a market. Somebody said that Nuts Corner market is the biggest outdoor market in the world. And we had a young lady here from Spain, Jessica, who's a lovely girl, and we brought her to the market and she thought it was just the greatest thing ever. It was really good fun, you know. It's the sort of place you can buy anything you want, and it's full of like good stuff and bad stuff and iffy stuff, and if you want dodgy CDs and DVDs and stuff, you'll get them there, you know. And it's a real good fun place, you know, and you can spend the day at it very easily. I remember when I was younger, myself and my mates used to go up on a Sunday and just eat our way around Nuts Corner. We'd start off with, I say, a soda, a bacon and egg soda, or a sausage and egg soda. That's soda bread, folks, for the people who aren't sure. Soda bread with fried with sausage and bacon on it, or sausage and egg, and whatever combination you want. And then we'd head somewhere else and we'd get a burger or a hot dog, and then we'd get a burger somewhere else. There's a lovely burger I remember a guy did and it was a £1/4 steak burger with mushroom sauce and cheese and onions, and it was really beautiful. That's one we all look forward to. And then as we were going out, we'd get something like a pancake with sort of maple syrup and banana on it or something, you know, something sweet to finish off the day. And then we'd all be feeling sick going home, you know. But it was good fun and we enjoyed it. And we got to know a lot of the stall holders really well. And they were great people, you know. And when they saw us coming, they would nearly know what to put on before we'd even ask, because we always got the same things. We knew what we liked and we got it every week there. But I haven't done that for many, many, many years. 30 years or more, I'm sure. But it was good fun when I was at it. But I know that the young fellas that I know are still doing that. They're still going up and spending the day at Nuts Corner, just eating food and going around seeing what's for sale. So, where were we? Yeah, so we're up past Nuts Corner and watched all these guys heading off to do their work at 5 o'clock and 5:15 in the morning. And it's a cold day today. At the moment it's about 2 o'clock here, and in the greenhouse it's 5 degrees centigrade or about 42 degrees Fahrenheit. So it's not a very warm day. And it was like into the minus centigrades this morning. It's around about, there's a -2, which is about what, 30 Fahrenheit when we were heading off to the airport. So those guys had a cold stand in front of them for the rest of the day. But hopefully they'll make plenty of money and go home happy, because they sure deserve it. But anyway, that's Nuts Corner. So my son then, he phoned in around about 12 o'clock to say that he's home safe and well and everything's good. So that's good. My daughter's still here. She's in Rosemary's shed sorting out stuff that she wants to take back to England with her. And in her little car that we got, finally got the car sorted out. And I'll tell you what, hey guys, I've got a bit of a lesson about fuel consumption recently. That car of mine does 16 miles to the gallon, and I've been driving Una's little car about. It's a Volkswagen Golf, a straight diesel, no turbo, and they just go forever and ever and ever. And I've done about 70 or 80 miles in it in the last 3 days, and the needle hasn't moved off the halfway mark on the gauge. Now, if that was my car, I'd use a third of a tank of petrol up. So I'm going to be changing it to something else, something smaller, more economical. And I have a lot of heart searching to do, because I'm going to go on a different route than I normally go for buying cars. But my normal thing is that I buy a car with cash, I save up. Well, you know what it is? I don't like paying a car off, so I buy a car with cash, and then I start saving again for the next car. So it's basically the same as paying a car off, except the car is mine, but I put the money away every month. So when it comes to change, I've got whatever amount of money for another car. And then I buy that car, and if I stick it in the ditch, I can walk away and put it down to experience, and I'm not still paying for a car that's wrecked, you know. But that's that. But I've been counting up the fuel consumption thing, and I'm putting about £240 or £250 of diesel a month, or petrol a month into the car. What's that? It's about $450 a month of fuel into the car. And I'm not doing big miles, like that's only like 120 mile a week or something, you know, 150 mile a week. So, where was I going with that? Yeah, so that's the price of a new car, like a brand new car you get for £200, you know, a good one. Like, and they're not talking about a week, talking about a fairly big car, like the Nissan Qashqais and Hyundai XI35, I think it is, those crossover types. My issue is I need to get a car that I can get into and out of easily because of the back issues. So I have to do a lot of research and stuff first. But I'm thinking of going that way. Instead of saving up for the car, I'll just pay it off, you know. And then somebody said to me, maybe the time has come for you not to worry about getting cars MOT'd, tested and taxed, insured. That's all done in this particular deal, you know. So anyway, we'll see what happens, but it's a big step for me because I haven't, it's been 30 years since I bought a car like that, you know. And I'll tell you what happened. I was going to work one day. I just bought a Mazda 626 2-litre injection. It was a flying machine. And I loved it. And I was driving to work very proudly in it the day after I bought it. And I pulled up behind an old Cortina. It was a Cortina. Mondeo, not the Cortina, Mondeo. And on the sticker in the back window said, "This car may be old, but it's paid for." and it's in front of you. And I thought, I want that sticker. I want to have a sticker on my car that says this car is paid for. Because I'd never been in a position like that before. I'd always been paying cars off and then going and changing and just paying cars off, you know. So that's what I did. After the Mazda, I just bought cars then, and I just saved up like mad and bought a car with cash, and then started saving again and bought it. But I was able to walk away with the car paid for, and that's what I loved, you know. And then I'd buy old cars and drive them into the ground, basically. So that car of mine, I bought it when I was 13 years old, and it's 20 years old now. And I've had good fun with it, but it's time for it to go. Okay, so where are we at? We're nearly weighing now. So the next thing one of the next videos could be on car buying. I don't know what will happen, but we'll see anyway. I'll just stick a glove on here to lift these, keep my wee hands clean. Now that's somewhat better than the last bag, but it's not great either. So I'd say I'll be out again tomorrow doing another one. These wee ones don't really matter, but all it is with these, I'm getting them out of the soil because they'll be reusing this soil again. But so to say, the thing I'm in mind at the moment is cars at the moment. Wood turning, I'm still trying to get stuff done for that, but you know, it's just so hard to get the time. People don't seem to, well, people who don't make videos don't realise how much time it takes to make a video, and I'm having trouble with that issue of time because I've just so little at the moment, and I'm way behind on my subscription videos, and there's lots of videos I want to watch and I haven't got a chance to watch them yet, and it's just I just seem to be really busy all the time, you know. But after Wednesday, my daughter was back on Wednesday, and I want to have fun with her, you know. I don't want to be saying, oh, I can't be there, I have to do a video for 2 hours, you know. So we'll get the family stuff sorted out, and then I can say to my wife, I don't want to talk to you, I want to do a video. But what do you call it? I'll get more stuff done then, okay? What do we see now? I'm going to get on here to the little scale business. And then we zoom in. So I didn't say very much. I said a whole lot and didn't say very much either, you know. I've been getting some lovely messages recently. Lovely messages, and thank you very much for those. It's really nice when people tell you that they enjoy your videos, because sometimes you think to yourself, you know, is it worth my while? Are people still getting a bit of crack out of them, you know? But it seems you are. That makes me happy, you know. So there we're in £0, and we'll stick this up and see that. I've only got about £2. 2.4, just 1 kilo, eh? 2.4 pounds. We'll just prove it with kilos. Yeah, 2.1 kilo, 2.24, yeah, 1.1 kilos, 2.4 pounds. That's alright, that's okay, that'll do a couple of dinners. But, what do you call it, I have to go up now to the shed and get some stuff sorted out there. I'm helping Una, she's taking some stuff back to England again with her, so I have to help her do that, and then I'm going to make a pestle and mortar. I might be able to video that if I get time, do it tomorrow. Okay, so there we are, folks, that's it. Didn't say very much, talked a whole lot, didn't say very much, but maybe it'd be better scripted tomorrow. So I don't script any of these things. Whenever I turn the camera on, I just start talking, you know, whatever comes out, comes out. So, and as you know, it can be very random at times. Okay, so that's it, folks, and once again, Happy New Year to you all, and you know, I do really appreciate all the subs and the comments and all the thumbs ups and everything else. It's really, really kind of you. I don't monetize my videos, because I don't want to end up with somebody else controlling what I do or saying to me, you have to have a video up once a week or something like that, you know. So it doesn't gain me anything other than getting me pushed up into searches maybe, you know. I don't get any more money or anything like that, you know. But I really appreciate the interest that you take and the comments, and I'm still able to keep up with the comments, but it's getting a wee bit harder actually. There's so many comments coming in. One of the things I have to learn not to do is don't put up 2 videos in one day. That's hard work, because people watch them and you suddenly get 120 comments to answer, and I try to answer every comment, you know. So I do them, I'm going to do them one at a time from now on, because I've sort of learnt a lesson over that one, you know. I don't resent doing it. My big worry is that I'll not be able to do it, and I don't want to let people down, you know. I always feel that people deserve a response if they write a response to a video, and I do fully understand when people get so overwhelmed by the responses when they've got like 40,000 subs and all this sort of crack. I understand I just simply cannot answer them all, and that's perfectly reasonable. But when you're a sort of small scale like me, and I feel it's reasonable to expect an answer to a question, you know, or an answer to a comment, you know, even if it's only thanks, you know. Okay, well that's enough. Right, rubbish. Happy Christmas. Happy Christmas. Well, happy Christmas for next year to you all. I heard a couple of things on the radio recently. Somebody said, all this talk about 2015 is all overrated. I'll give it a year. Okay, all the best now. Bye bye.